everybody, welcome back to my channel. I wasn't sure I was going to film or not because yesterday is my weigh-in day that I film on Thursdays. I didn't feel like it, and today is normally grocery haul and meal plan. I didn't feel like it, and I thought, well, it's not half bad out here. Look at my sign. I made that yesterday. I don't have anything wintry and it's not quite spring yet, so I needed something. So that's perfect. Welcome to my porch. But it's getting cloudy, it's gonna rain, and it's chilly enough for a jacket, but it's not cold, so it's just brisk out here. So I thought, well, we'll just do a weigh-in on Friday. Why not? I didn't do one last week, and then we're gonna talk about a change. A change is a-coming. What's that episode of Criminal Minds when she said there's a storm a-coming? Ain't that? There's a storm a-coming. No. Anyway, you know, I did not do a weigh-in last week, but I didn't do a video. So we're going to show you how weird my body is. Last week I weighed 324.2, which was a gain of 9 pounds in 1 week. That put me to 52.9. Then this week I weighed 318.5, which was a loss of 5.7, putting me at 58.6. Now, have I been on plan? And when I use the word plan, that means the plan I'm doing, not, you know, any particular plan to anybody else. No. But was I more on it last week or the week before than this past week? Yeah. Should I have lost weight this week according to what I ate? No, I don't think I should have. I probably should have gained. So this is what's been on my mind even before I did my weigh, even before I weighed in. I'm just over it. I know. If you've ever muttered those words before, raise your hand. I see you. Yes, back when Holly was little, I would try to lose weight and not really, you know. Well, I went to the doctor and he's like, okay, you're losing weight and I don't know what you're doing, but whatever it is, you keep doing it. And what I was doing was I told him, I said, I'm just eating what I want. That's what I did this week. I just ate what I want. And I think there's something to stressing over food too much. When you are consumed 24 hours a day with every damn thing that goes in your mouth, I think it's just too much. Me and David were just talking. I think you can have just as unhealthy a relationship with food, overeating, as you can trying to micromanage every little bite and morsel that you put in your face. I think that is just as bad of a eating. It is not a healthy relationship with food. Right now, my relationship with food is, the change is coming on a second burner. I've got to focus on this and this. It might sound just as dumb to some of y'all, but first of all, if you've never dealt with depression, you don't maybe understand the overwhelmingness of it. And when you're like so down, just mundane things are almost sometimes impossible to do, to even focus on and concentrate, and just getting on your last nerve. It's really hard to explain if you've never been in that skin, but if you've been in that skin, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And so this past week, I just ate. I just ate to get by. I didn't eat to overeat. I didn't gorge on anything. I wanted to bake. I've been wanting to make a pound cake so bad, but I hadn't. Now cooking, that's another story. If I never had to cook again, I'd be happy, but I won't send him to work without food, no matter how bad I feel. Even if it ends up being something we order in or something like that, I still can't send him to work without food in his belly. I can't, my conscience won't allow it. As far as I'm concerned, I don't have to I don't have to cook. I can live on canned skinny meatballs, Vienna weenies, what I call milk soup, which is just hot milk with saltine crackers in it, because I eat like a trash panda. I'll just tell you, I got the palate of a trash panda. I do not have a discerning palate. I will eat anything, well, almost anything. I'm not picky, and so I don't care, if it's good for you or not. I was raised just eating good old country food, and then with Mama, we were just raised eating what we had, and you just, things that we ate back then because of necessity are like comfort foods to me now. Canned spaghetti meatballs to me is a comfort food, and some of you would vomit before you'd eat it. You'd probably starve to death, but to me it's a comfort food. So I could live like that. But baking and stuff, that I've been wanting to bake and make desserts, but I hadn't done that. So while I've been eating what I want to eat, the way I want to eat it, I've not been going full on the way I want to eat it, because that would be the old me. I always have a dessert over on the bar. Every time, like, you walk by, you get a piece, and you sneak a bite, you grab a cookie, whatever it is. So, but I've been just eating regular food. Nothing Weight Watcherified. Nothing low carbified. Whatever all these buzzwords are, whatever the label of the day is for the food that you're eating, my food has not had a label. And that is my change. I'm just gonna eat. I am not going to micromanage and analyze every bite that goes into my mouth until I feel better. Some of you say, oh, but eating healthy will make you feel better. I'm at this crossing the road where something's got to give. And for right now, in this season, it's going to be my diet. Until I can get my insides fixed, that is one thing that I'm pushing off of my table. Pun intended. Pushing off my table is calculating points and calories and bites and carbs and all those. Forget it. I'm not doing it. I'm just going to cooking what we like. We're going to eat it and just be done with it. And I think that's what maybe happened this week, is I cooked more along the lines of kind of how we used to. We ate out twice. We had milkshakes twice. Now come on. This is what it makes me think of. And I am not comparing myself to Joan, because my name is Kim and I do not eat clean. So it is not a comparison in her food and my food. The principle is there. She's on this journey to eat unprocessed foods, and she's cooking from scratch, and she's killing it. If you have not seen her weigh-ins, I think it's been 4 in a row she has lost weight, and that coincides when she started this new lifestyle. And that to me is not a coincidence. That shows me that she's doing something right, that her body is reacting to positively. The one thing she says that sticks with me, that makes me think that there is something to it, no matter what you eat. That part I think is relative to you, and we'll get to that in a minute. She feels eating her foods now, her scratch-made foods, her homemade bread, her real maple syrup, things that aren't necessarily point-friendly, but they're whole food friendly. She feels more satiated. She's more satisfied. She feels like she's had, I guess, more to eat, something more substantial to stick to her ribs. So maybe she's not snacking. I can't speak for her. You go and ask her. Maybe she's not snacking the same in between, because she's getting satisfied at her meals. I think that might have been what happened this week. Yeah, I had snacks if I wanted snacks, but eating something good that was not, I didn't worry about the fat. If it's full fat, great, yummy. I'm still kind of staying away from sugar best as I can, just because I need to. But if I want some sugar, I'm gonna eat some sugar. I'm not pushing it. Thought I heard something. I'm not pushing myself to the point of saying you can't have it because then I will. I'm just telling myself you don't need it. But as far as everything else, I think just eating the regular food that I'm used to, that I'm accustomed to, makes me feel more satisfied. Therefore, I don't feel the need to eat and gorge when I do get something. That was another thing me and David were talking about. He said his problem is when he gets some good food, and to us, good food, I'm not talking about healthy for you. I'm talking about good, what we consider tastes good. When we get to some tasting good food, he said, my problem is gorging. He goes, it's like, okay, I haven't had it all week long, and then we get it, and I just want more and more and more and more. I'm like, I know, and I think that has got something to do with if you eat during the week, you don't have to look for that one day. Maybe that's something I've been doing wrong. All I know is, for now, I'm taking a break. I am not concentrating on any diet plan whatsoever. No labels on my food other than it's what I feel like cooking, it's what I can afford to cook, it's what we got in the mood for. I'm just going to add it as it's just food. I just think sometimes I don't think I know. So my jamming. A Volkswagen. Anyway, I think we give food too much power. And I think food has had too much power over me. I just don't think it is as healthy to obsess over food as it is to just gorge and eat like a rabid dog. There's got to be somewhere that there's a healthy relationship with food. And right now, I'm not concentrating on even concentrating about food. How that sounded about ridiculous, but you know what I mean. I'm just taking it day by day, working on myself, trying to feel better in here and up here, and just letting food just be what it is. It's just food. Just letting it be. So that was what I was coming on here to tell you about. That's my change. My change is I'm taking a break from the diet world. And that means the lifestyle world. Listen, me and Sandy, we think the same. Everybody gets up in arms if you call Weight Watchers a diet. I have said it from the beginning. They say it's a lifestyle. Well, anything you eat is a lifestyle, and anything you eat is a diet. Your diet consists of what you eat, and what you eat is your diet. So I do not understand, and how you eat is your lifestyle. No matter, keto people is their lifestyle. You can't call keto a diet because that is their lifestyle. That's how they live. Same with Weight Watchers. Low carb, vegetarian. I forgot, it's been so long since I've been out here. I forget about all this traffic. No matter what you eat, how you eat it, what you call it, what you label it, that's your lifestyle of eating. So I don't get the big deal about calling it what's your diet. My diet is this. But you call it whatever you want to call it. I'm fine with it. And as far as being fat, listen, I was fat yesterday, and I will be fat tomorrow. If I started myself today, I would still be fat 6 months from now if I starved myself. So taking a break to concentrate on my mental health And worrying about my fat later, that's the cost of doing business. That's how I see it. The cost of doing business. And it's not like I give a rip if anybody likes that I'm fat or not, because I don't. Fat was never my problem until my health became my problem. See, if you got an issue with me being fat, that's not my problem. That's you and your eyeballs. That's on you. So until I can get myself situated, I'm just who I am. That, take me or leave me. That's just, as Holly would say, that's just who I am. So I got no issues. My body needs fixing, but of the two right now, my mind needs fixing harder. And I think once my mind gets fixed, then maybe this relationship with food, it might help straighten itself out a little bit too. It might even, in the middle of this, it might even become something on its own, where there don't have to be a label to it. Just, okay, well, let's just eat. So I don't know, we'll see. Well, I don't know if this made a lick of sense or not, but we did get to come out on the porch today, so that's nice. Get out here and get some good fresh air. That is for sure. That can't hurt nobody. All right, well, I don't think there was anything else I was going to tell you other than I don't know what video I'll be back for. If I think of something to say, that's it. I don't feel like I got nothing interesting to say because I can't get my gumptions. I just can't get my gumptions going. So, but if I do, I'll come back and tell you. How about that? Okay. See you on my next video.